Welcome to the Gossip Farm channel. This is episode 6. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to close our open marriage after my wife pressured me to open it and now regrets it? I, 34-year-old male, and my wife, 32-year-old female, have been together for 8 years, married for 4. About a year ago, my wife brought up the idea of opening our marriage. She said she had been feeling like she needed to explore her sexuality and connections with others, and that she might consider divorce if we didn't try this. I was completely against the idea, but after a month of her bringing it up constantly, I agreed, thinking maybe it could bring some new energy into our relationship too. Since we opened up, she's met several men and seems to be enjoying the freedom. I struggled initially. I didn't have any matches or success on dating apps, and it really started to affect my self-esteem. But about 6 months into this, I met Amanda at a work party. Amanda is aware of my open marriage, and we've really hit it off. We've been seeing each other quite frequently, and honestly, she's fantastic. I've discovered a new side of myself with her, and the no-strings-attached arrangement is something I've come to really enjoy. Here's the issue. My wife has become increasingly jealous and uncomfortable with my relationship with Amanda. Despite her ongoing connections with other men, she's asked me to close our marriage again. She even apologized for pressuring me into opening it up in the first place and admitted she thought it would be different. She thinks I'm in love with Amanda, which is clearly not the case. Amanda is seeing other people too, but she is not exclusive with anyone as far as I can tell. Now, my wife wants to go back to being exclusive, but I don't want to. Amanda has been great for me in ways I hadn't anticipated. My self-esteem is really through the roof, and the sex has been the best I had in my life, and I feel like I'm finally experiencing something that I didn't even know I was missing. My wife is really mad about it, and insists we close our marriage immediately. So, am I the a-hole for not wanting to close our marriage now that I found someone who makes me happy, even though it was originally my wife's idea to open it? Well, that's a tough one, but I think it basically boils down to a choice. OP can either have his wife or Amanda. Even though it was initially the wife's idea, she's clearly not comfortable with the way things turned out. People make mistakes. She admits to hers and openly communicates her needs and desires. Now it's up to OP to figure out what he wants, because I don't think he'll get to keep both of these women in his life. Now a couple of my favorite comments. Her perceived leverage was that her husband had no chance at benefiting from the open arrangement and that she had all of the power. She had no respect for her husband and thought that the threat of divorce would leave him with no options and allow her to sleep around without consequences. She was wrong, and her whole worldview has been broken apart. OP needs to be very careful because women like this are dangerous. My soon-to-be ex-wife came to me about having an open marriage. I guess she was just feeling guilty as she was already seeing other men and had a current boyfriend at the time. Nobody suggests having an open relationship years into a relationship unless they have already found someone else. You do not have a marriage. Your wife does not love you. She loves only herself. I am in a similar situation, just at an earlier stage. If you do not have kids, hit the eject button immediately. Not the a-hole. She's leveraging control over the relationship in ways that are hurting you under threat of divorce. That doesn't sound like a loving relationship, OP, that sounds like emotional manipulation. If this is a relationship you intend to keep, and you should be very clear on your why for that, you should probably go to marital counseling before making any more changes on wifey's whims. Experienced swingers tend to do a pretty good job of maintaining open relationships. For everyone else, the mere proposition of opening a marriage would be a huge red flag. I just don't understand why people stay married once an open relationship ultimatum has been delivered by a spouse. Convenience, I suppose? To me, this marriage is over. The moment she asked to see other people is the moment it officially ended. You don't solve problems outside of a marriage. That just invites more problems. What's the point of all of this? Not the a-hole. But you should have divorced your wife when she suggested opening up the marriage. Almost everyone will tell you that the person suggesting opening up the marriage already has someone in mind and has more than likely cheated already. Should have packed your things and left then. And considering 92% of open marriages end in divorce anyway, could have saved you a lot of trouble and heartbreak. Not the a-hole. A tale as old as time. Your wife didn't think you'd find anybody. She had someone already lined up on her dance card. Do both of you a favor and get a divorce. That's all for today. Hit the like button, and remember, gossip only lives as long as it's shared, so share with your friends and subscribe to our channel. See you soon.